Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we are going to take a look at Hasbro's Power Rangers Lightning Collection, King Sphinx. We've got this guy right here, and we're going to crack him open and take a look at what we were working with. He's got a real nice box. I like how they were like coming out with all the classic characters and everything, doing like a little bit better figures than we had back in the day. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull him out and see what we're working with here. So straight out of the box, this is what we got, and we are looking at the staff over here is just kind of like held in there until you get to this halfway point, and it's kind of threaded through the plastic here. So you're just gonna pop that out, pull up, and get that out, and the rest of it all appears to just kind of be sitting inside the inlay there. There appears to be nothing like no straps or those zip ties to like hold this figure in. So let's go ahead and pull them out. Now then, straight out of the box, we have the figure. The wings, you're going to have to attach themselves and everything. And as he spins around, we'll see those little inserts on the back there. You can tell, like, they're just going to pop right in there and everything. You've got the little holes and little ball holes and everything. So these things, like, I feel like they should have went with like a little bit of a bigger peg for them, because like this is like very tiny to the size of the figure. But we'll see how well that actually works once we get that popped in there and everything. So let's go ahead and put them together. And there we have him, our King Sphinx. And this little attachment piece, you just kind of swivel it around, and hook this on wherever you feel like it for the little magic effect and everything. And like we've seen, like, these just slot right into his back there. I was a little bit disappointed there's no like satisfying click to it, but like they're in there. So he does look pretty good, and he does appear to have like really good articulation, which we'll get right into and everything. And just for a height, he stands just shy of 8 inches, so about 7.5, 7.5, 7.75, right around there and everything. He's a good size figure. And he does, like I said, appear to have a lot of really good articulation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stop his little spinning once we figure out, like, there we go. And we're going to take a look at these wings. They are on a ball peg here. So, like, you can adjust those out in whichever way you want, twist them around a little bit and everything to really give you that, like, however you want to have his wings looking and everything. So then for his head, what we noticed here is if we can really get a good look at this. Let's see here. He's got that going for him. That joint right there, like underneath that neckline and everything, so you can bob his head forward and back, and then also at the top there, he's got the twist. So give me 1 second here. As for the rest of the articulation, with those wings being on them pegs, you can also have them more up for a more flying thing, have them more down, like whichever way you want to go for it. The thing I like is about these shoulder pads, like a lot of times they'll sculpt that into the body, which limits your arm movement, but these ones are actually on the arm itself and not the body, and it gives you a little bit better of a range for things. You can move those up and down with the arm, so that's real nice. And then you've got that bicep twist, and then we of course have the double elbow. So you got the double elbow joint there and everything. And then for the hands, they're classic like interchangeable hands, and we do have a second set of hands. Moving on down to the torso and everything, we've got that ab crunch there, but then we also got that twist at the upper half of the torso, which I find a little bit odd because there's no like waist twist. There's just that upper torso twist, which that's just odd. Like, I haven't really seen that a whole lot and everything. But when we get down to the legs and everything, we've got our full split action and everything. We can go up, down, all around. We've got that upper calf twist as well. And then we've got that double knee joint as well and everything, so you can really get him to kick himself in his own butt. You don't even need the Power Rangers to do that and everything, So for the foot, we have got that ankle twist, which I think is really nice on this little ball piece here. Like, that's a whole separate piece, which I think is nice. You don't really see that too often and everything. And then you've got the foot on that little like swivel thing and everything, so you get that full range of what you want to do with that foot. That's real nice, and I like how they got that extra piece in there. It gives it just that extra range of mobility for things. But that also does give you this little, where you can, let's see if we can get this on the camera where we want to see that little gap. You can get that gap there. That's like the only downside, but overall it still looks great. And then moving on to the back, you can see that we've got a tail on him, and you can position that too. So there's no real range on that. It's just a ball in his ass. So, you know, do with that what you want to do. So let's go ahead and just mess around, give him some poses and everything. You know, we can just, not much more to talk about and everything. If we want to look at his hands real quick, we do have, let me swap us about here and everything. We've got this like claw grip hands that come on him normally, but then we get these more open fists for gripping that staff and everything. You know, we got that closed fist there, that open fist there. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap those hands out, set them up with the staff, and just go for a few poses. And there we have him. He does look pretty sweet. He does have pretty good mobility there to mess him around with some different posing and everything. With the alternate set of hands, it works out real well with him. So I would say this is a pretty nice figure, and I do like the more and more things they are coming out with and everything. Like, you know, you got some of those one-off villains, and they're kind of making a lot of things for all of it, and I think that's just great. And the fact that I can get him posed on there or spinning around, great. And we kind of just based it off of the pose that we got here. And, you know, the box art's mixed leading. Like, you know, he looks very dark, whereas, like, you know, he's more white, like so, versus the whole gray black that they showcase there. But there you guys go. Thank you.